This will be my more in-depth video of the Fidelity Advisor Utilities. So July 20th, I made a buy. So backing up to the beginning of the year, in December 22nd, I bought in at 134. And then February 12th, I sold at 138 because I just didn't think it was going to do much. And it's kind of been just going up and down, so it was something that you could trade. I did make a mistake not buying more in March or May and June, but July 20th, so going back here 1 month target here, this is July 20th. I got in at 134.89. Truth be told, I went fishing the Friday before on the 17th, 16th, and 17th. I probably would have already bought, but I was fishing. So what I did when I came back was I watched the top 10 holdings on Monday, and I watch the indice that the S&P follows for utilities. That's the XLU, and I watch that. So if I go to the 5-day chart here, on Monday it was on a low, so I went ahead and bought on a low on Monday. And then I'll go back a month so you can see the chart. It went from 45 or so down to actually 44. So it was on a low, and I want to buy it in utilities. I think the AI play is going to drive utilities up, so I think it's a good one to hold. Also, that I will capture dividend gains. So that was what I bought. What I sold was, well, I did sell real estate, but what I did do is I transferred money from energy funds. And you can see right now the energy funds are down. It's Sunday night here. If I go to the 5-day, you can see it had a nice run from Monday through Friday. So actually me selling this on Monday, I actually lost more money. The gains on Monday to now, or Monday to Friday, were higher than my gains on the utilities. If you look at the 1 month, this index went from 52 to 60, and it's approaching new highs. So it just from the beginning of July till now, it's had a huge run. And what I have is the Fidelity Energy Funds. So on the Fidelity Energy Funds, back on November, I bought at 63. That's last year. And then December last year, I accumulated more shares at 60. And then June 15th, I bought more on June. So you can kind of see, I don't get a 3-month chart on this one. It was down to 79. And then July 20th, I rolled shares. I took shares out at 83.5 and rolled shares into the utilities. So from Monday to Friday, it doesn't look so hot. But if you look at the sectors right now, we'll see what's going on. The utility sectors is unchanged at the time, and the energy funds are down almost 2%. That tells me that oil stocks are going down. See if I have that tracking on top. I have that in another thing. So anyways, people do ask me, well, how'd you know when to buy and sell? Bottom line, when I see a big run, and I think that you want to take profits off the table, because I don't know when the war is going to end, but if it happened over the weekend, at least I have money rolled out of the energy and took the profits out. So again, I'll just kind of compare here to the utilities, why I rotate money. So if you go back to this utilities play I had, again, I bought last year, December 22nd at 134. February 12th, I got out at 138. Yeah, I didn't make a whole lot of money, but July 20th, I bought it at 134 again. So if I would have just held for a whole year, I would have made nothing on it. I'd be right back to even money. Right now, as of right now, I did a buy at 134, sold at 138, bought again at 134, and it's currently back to 138. I got a target price of 141, 142. And I got a hopeful target of 145. All right, so just giving you a little more definition of how I decided to trade these funds, why I sell some. I like to try and preserve all my money in my money market. And if I don't got anything that's made profits, then I use the money market up. All right, that's all for now.